The Cold War gave birth to many legends in aviation, but few aircraft captured the imagination like the SR-71 Blackbird. Built in secrecy by Lockheed's Skunk Works team, the Blackbird became the fastest and highest-flying jet ever created. It could cruise at over 3 times the speed of sound, soar above 85,000 feet, and outrun nearly every missile fired at it. For decades, the SR-71 flew untouchable, gathering intelligence deep inside enemy airspace and setting records that remain unbeaten to this day. But history never stands still. Today, whispers have turned into bold headlines. The United States is reportedly working on a successor, one designed for an era defined by hypersonics and drones. This new aircraft is called the SR-72, nicknamed the Son of Blackbird. Unlike its predecessor, this would not only be a reconnaissance aircraft, but also a strike platform capable of Mach 6 speeds, autonomous operations, and long-range missions. With an estimated price tag of $150 million per unit, the SR-72 is described as a game-changing technology that could redefine the future of warfare. The question, however, remains: how much of this is reality, and how much is carefully crafted myth? This is the Lockheed Martin SR-72, an aircraft so astonishingly fast that it could cross entire oceans before enemy radars even register its presence. Dubbed the Son of the Blackbird, it is widely believed to be the hypersonic successor to the legendary SR-71 Blackbird. While the world first saw a fictional version of it in Top Gun: Maverick, defense analysts suggest that the real SR-72 has been under development long before Hollywood brought it to the screen. After all, the United States never showcases its most advanced technology until it's already years ahead of its rivals. To earn its place as the world's most formidable reconnaissance and strike platform, the SR-72 had to meet 3 near-impossible objectives: sustain flight at speeds of Mach 6 or higher, operate above 80,000 feet for long durations, and remain virtually undetectable to cutting-edge tracking systems. But traditional jet engines can't achieve such performance, which is why Lockheed Martin and Aerojet Rocketdyne reportedly developed a turbine-based combined cycle engine, a revolutionary hybrid system. At lower speeds, the aircraft uses a standard turbine engine, but once past Mach 2 PFIV, it transitions into a scramjet mode, compressing fast-moving air directly for combustion and propelling the jet into hypersonic territory. However, traveling at 6 times the speed of sound creates another major problem: heat. Data from SR-71 missions showed that even at Mach 3, the aircraft's surface temperature could exceed 500 degrees, enough to melt most conventional metals. At Mach 6, those temperatures would be twice as extreme. This means the SR-72 cannot be built from ordinary aerospace materials. Instead, it likely uses advanced titanium alloys, carbon composites, and possibly even ceramic-based thermal shielding to survive the blistering heat and structural stress. Everything about the SR-72 suggests one chilling truth: it's not just an aircraft. It's a warning. A machine built to strike anywhere on Earth before an alarm can even be sounded. And if the United States truly has this weapon ready, then the era of reaction-based warfare is over. From now on, wars will be decided before they even begin. Lockheed Martin stunned the world in the 1960s when it unveiled the SR-71 Blackbird, a jet so far ahead of its time that even today, over half a century later, no manned air-breathing aircraft has officially surpassed its sustained speed of Mach 3.2. While a few modern aircraft might briefly touch similar velocities, none can cruise at such extreme speeds for extended durations like the Blackbird could. But why was such an engineering marvel created in the first place? The answer is simple. America needed eyes deep within enemy territory without ever being seen. Stealth wasn't enough. Speed became the ultimate form of invisibility. However, as radar technology evolved and air defense systems grew smarter, even the mighty SR-71 began to lose its edge. Supersonic was no longer enough. Hypersonic speeds became the new strategic frontier. To truly grasp why the SR-72 Dark Star was envisioned, one must understand the escalating arms race in hypersonic technology. Russia and China are already testing Mach 5 police jets and missiles, and no global superpower can afford to fall behind. In modern military doctrine, anything beyond Mach 5 is classified as hypersonic, and that threshold marks the beginning of a new form of warfare. The SR-71 simply couldn't keep pace with the rapidly advancing tracking systems of the 21st century. That's why it was retired in 1998, but its legacy gave birth to something even more formidable, the SR-72 Dark Star. Although first seen publicly as a fictional concept in a Hollywood film, it was taken seriously enough by foreign defense analysts to spark global intelligence-gathering efforts. The world understood the signal. The United States is preparing to field a weapon so fast that no missile, no radar, and no pilot could stop it. Yet, building a jet capable of Mach 6 is not as simple as scaling up an older design. The engineering challenges are staggering. In 2013, U.S. Air Force Chief of Staff General Mark Welsh openly stated the need for a hypersonic aircraft that could eliminate enemy response time entirely. But only a year later, budget limitations seemingly halted public funding for the project. Instead, the military quietly prioritized an interim solution, the ultra-secret Northrop Grumman RQ-U-80 reconnaissance UAV, designed to handle ISR missions silently from the shadows. Still, the SR-72 project never truly died. It simply went off the books. In 2015, NASA discreetly awarded a contract to study dual-mode propulsion systems capable of transitioning from turbine power to scramjet speeds beyond Mach 6. By 2017, Lockheed Martin confirmed its R&D phase was complete, hinting development could begin in the early 2020s. A year later, company executives revealed that cutting-edge simulation and AI-based aerothermal modeling were being used to perfect the Dark Star's design. In other words, the Blackbird's successor is no longer science fiction. It's knocking on the door of reality, and when it arrives, the skies will never be the same. Beyond its military use, the SR-72 also points to the future of aviation itself. Technologies developed for such a drone could one day spill into civilian use, paving the way for hypersonic passenger travel across the globe. Lockheed has hinted at demonstrators appearing in the mid-2020s, with an operational aircraft possibly ready by the 2030s. Whether that timeline holds true remains uncertain, but the ambition is clear: to carry the spirit of the Blackbird into the 21st century and beyond. The SR-71 Blackbird was born in secrecy, shocked the world, and left behind a legend unmatched for half a century. Its rumored successor, the SR-72, son of Blackbird, carries that torch into the hypersonic age. At $150 million per aircraft, it may never exist in large numbers. But if real, it would give the United States a weapon no rival could match: a drone capable of spying, striking, and surviving at speeds that redefine the battlefield. Whether it remains myth or finally emerges into the skies, the SR-72 is a symbol of the future. A future where science fiction and modern warfare are separated by only a thin line of classified secrecy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into America's hypersonic ambitions, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more documentaries on military technology and global power shifts. Do you think the SR-72 is real, or is it all hype? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's debate the future of air warfare together.